Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Morten. I'm here in Toulouse at Hope Festival, and you're watching Guettapen TV.
So hi Morten, we are really happy to have you tonight at Hope Toulouse. So of course we're Guettapen, and you can guess we are connected in a way with David Guetta. So my first question will be, as you have a strong connection, who was Morten when you first met David at that time? Who was you? Who were you?
Wow, that's a really good question. Wow, good question. Well, I was a young DJ producer that just moved to Los Angeles.
Okay.
And I was trying to connect with songwriters and producers in LA to become better at making music. And then in gym, I met David Guetta. He was training with this boxer.
Really?
And I walked up to him and I was like, hey, my name is Morten, I'm making music. And he was very nice to me and we talked for a little bit.
How was the connection? Like he was friendly and...
he's, I mean, David is super friendly. And back then also he was very friendly. And I was just trying to connect with people. You know, when you live in Los Angeles, there are so many people in the music industry. So I was trying to be connected with everyone and learn from everyone, and I felt very confused about how many people were there. So when I met him in the gym, I was like, hey, how are you doing?
And as you told that you moved to the States.
Yeah.
As a Danish producer and DJ, what is your background with electronic music? Because personally, I only knew Aqua and Safri Duo from Denmark.
Yeah. So I started making music in Denmark when I was 22, and I made a song together with quelques. You guys know quelques, Runar K.
Okay.
And it became the biggest dance song in Denmark, and for like 2-3 years, it was like the song that kind of changed the dance scene in Denmark, and everybody started going to rave. When me and Rune we were playing together, and we would tour the country and play really underground techno electronic music, and I became kind of commercialized in Denmark. I would sell out every festival, every big show. I would play the king's wedding. I would do everything there. Okay. And Denmark is a relatively small country, so after a few years I was like, okay, I've done everything here. I cannot elevate or grow, and I
need to move forward.
Yeah, and I had to do something else, and then I moved to LA.
Okay, thanks. So tonight we see the Morten alone.
Yeah.
Is there something different than the Morten with David Guetta, or you consider yourself as the two representatives of the Future Rave movement?
Yeah, I mean, 3 years ago I started making music with David, and we started the duo Future Rave, and we released, 16 songs now. So of course my set is representing all the music we've been doing. And honestly, I haven't really focused so much on making music for myself, because I've just been so excited about making music with David and learning, and I feel like we made an impact on the EDM culture with the sound that we brought to the table, and it's just been so exciting for me, and the new music we're working on now is just so fun. So I'm gonna play Future Rave. That's the sound that we're coming with.
And how did the Future Rave originated back then? How was the process?
Well, I flew to Miami. I made a few ideas, and I had this idea of kind of making a sound that I became popular with in Denmark almost 15 years ago. And at that time, David also had this kind of sound and playing a lot, like when he did The Egg, and he was more like underground David Guetta, playing the nightclubs in France. It was a different David Guetta than we knew today. And I had these few ideas that I worked on, and I flew to Miami, and I met up with him, and I was like, hey, I always send him music, but he was always like, whatever. But then I was playing him these ideas, and there was one idea I played him, the one that's called Never Be Alone.
Okay.
And he was like, okay, this is interesting. And we went to the gym, and we hang out, and I kept playing it. I was like, I wanted him to get the melody,
to get him used to it.
Also because David is exposed to so much music every day. Everybody wants to play him a song. Yeah. So I really wanted his attention, and for him to feel the melody and feel how we could bring techno and underground sounds and arrangement into the EDM main stage and try to make it cool again and be like, hey, I'm playing this kind of music. I really love it. It's not just about making like 3, 2, 1, let's go. It's different, you know? And then he was like, after a few times, like, okay, this is pretty sick. And then I went home and he went home. And then the day after, he called me at night and he was like, fuck, I can't get that song out of my head. Like, I might play it at Ultra here in Miami. For me, I was like, fuck, that's sick. And he was like, yeah, I think I'm gonna play it. You wanna come with me? I was like, of course I want to come. So I went with him and he was playing his set and he was killing it. And then he looked down and he was like, come up. He didn't brought me on stage, but I was sitting under the DJ booth and he put the record on. And when he played it, he looked at me like, this sound is gonna be like, this is gonna be crazy. And then he flew me to Ibiza and then we started working.
Okay, and now that the Future Rave movement is so big, do you fear to be copied, or do you try to protect it also from?
No, I don't. I'm very happy that people take. I felt like the main stage EDM scene needed a change.
Yeah.
For me, it was standing still, and I wanted to be excited about music again. And me and David were always talking about, what are you playing in the weekend? I'm like, I don't know. Like, I can't play the same EDM records all over again. So I wanted new music to play. And for me now, today I'm playing like 5 new songs.
Okay.
It's exciting that people are just excited to hear new music. This is when we started making electronic music, this is how the mentality was. Like, you come to a show and you hear something new.
Yeah.
This feeling we wanted to bring back. And now DJs are making Future Rave style music. They are experimenting again and they are taking chances. And this I love. However, Future Rave is not just a sound.
Yeah.
So to copy the sound that we're doing is not making Future Rave music. Future Rave is developing. It's like you make something new and you bring
experiment,
back the
yeah.
love to dance music. Like it's not just one synth sound. That's not Future Rave.
Okay, and talking about the new releases, that you released a new banger from the. I mean, it's a bit like 2 months ago, like the remix of Titanium.
Yeah.
Do you think there is other tracks that you would like to remix as a Future Rave that deserve a Future Rave treatment?
I mean, Love Takes Over. We already worked on it, and we tried it out a few times, and maybe we'll finish it. I don't know. It was very special for me to be a part of making Titanium, remaking it with David, of course, as one of the biggest dance songs.
And apart from David Guetta discography, would you like to do a remix of?
Yeah. You know, David, we talked about remixing other people, and we remixed Avicii, and there are a lot of people I would like to work with. We did a mashup, a remix, if you want, of Prodigy. There are a lot of people that inspire us, like Faithless. You know, Chemical Brothers. There are a lot of people I would love to work with their music and that genre. But
we are excited if it can be possible to hear that, because the Future Rave brings something new and fresh to the sound. Yeah.
Cool.
I'm curious to know. We were in a weird and crazy situation with the COVID, and you decided to release that Future Rave sound, which is really for the club, for the festival. How did you choose that period, in a way, compared to the old scene that was more going into deep?
Yeah, it's a good question. So like, we started making this sound and we started to make these kind of records, and then the pandemic happened, and we were both like, okay, let's take a minute and take a deep breath. Like, I feel like most of the DJs and producers on the planet, they're like, especially a guy like Guetta, he's been touring so much, for him to like take a breath. But he's a machine, you know. And after like a week, we were both like, okay,
we didn't have to continue.
Yeah, we have so much fun making music and feel more creative than ever. And now we kind of open up this box of just like starting to make music again without being inspired by anything out there. When we make music, we never listen to a record and be like, let's make something like that. We just make something we like. Every time. It's like, okay, this is fire. This melody is good. I like this synth. This vocal does something to me. What if we do that? Oh, this is sick. Of course, we listen to what we've done before, so we're in the same vibe and genre, kind of. But we just inspired to create.
you were not like chasing the trends. You were just like,
no,
we need to
and
have
we don't
fun.
we don't care about streams.
Yeah.
It's like a release. Like, I don't care if no one likes it. It's okay. We just make music we really like and we want to play. And I think you can see when me and David go on stage, when we play our music, we love it.
We can see the fun you have together on stages.
Yeah, and we love it. And we call each other every night on FaceTime, like, yo, listen to this. I just did this, and listen to this. It's sick. Like, we love this music. So it's like, it's fun.
So tonight you're going to try some new
I'm going to
stuff?
try so much new music today.
Well, that would be exciting.
Like 5, 6, 7 new things I'm going to try today.
Okay, that's perfect. We are excited to see, and we wish you a good set and
Thank you so
a great
much.
career.
Thank you, really. I'm happy to be here. Thank you.
Merci les amis, on était avec Morten, c'était super cool et on a hâte d'écouter son set et on se voit bientôt sur Guettapen.